Alright, live on YouTube, starting us up on the Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to Your Weekly Recap AKA W.W.R. This show is a dive into odd, obscure, bizarre, in other words, for strange world of notable events, weather, and sports, AKA news. I'm A.O. Xander. We are currently being joined by...
Whoops, excuse me.
The great falling...
Golden Loon.
And of course, UVRU, thank you for coming in and watching us, whether it's live or at some other point in the space-time continuum. Yeah, I appreciate your patronage. Today is Saturn's Day, aka Saturday, of course. February 28th, the last day of February of 2026.
How's that possible?
Second month done. And we are a quarter into
down,
this.
10 to go.
Yeah, we are already over a quarter into this century, as you brought up the other day.
Yeah, we're working on the second one.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. So let's get into the news today, shall we? Starting us off in Oddity Central. 10-year-old boy sued his father for spending his savings without his consent. Wow.
Wow, where did a 10-year-old boy get savings, though?
Well, let's see here.
Wow.
Chinese social media was recently outraged by the case of Xiaohui, a 10-year-old boy from Xinjiao in Henan province, northern China, who was left with no choice but to sue his own father in order to get his savings back. The father had opened a bank account for Xiaohui and had deposited the boy's so-called red envelope money over the years, but he took it all out one day and spent it on his wedding without Xiaohui's consent.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
What a sleaze bag.
Well. Yeah. I mean, like, I agree. I wouldn't call him a sleaze bag. Like, that was a very bad decision. But
you're a sleaze bag because you spend it on your wedding, or you're getting married. Fine.
Yeah. But well, keep in mind, like, up until that
he's
point,
not marrying his mom, the son's mom.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it's a very bad decision. But to just, like, outright call him a sleaze bag, like, it is a sleaze bag move. But remember, all that money came from him saving it up for his son, and then he decided to be an asshole about it.
Oh, you don't know if it came from the father or not.
Yes, it did.
It says red money. What's red money mean? Did he earn it somewhere? I don't know.
Red envelope money.
Okay.
So
where did he get that from? It doesn't say from his father.
Well, it says here, sue his own father in order to get his savings back. The father had opened a bank account for Xiaohui and had deposited the boy's so-called red envelope money.
Okay.
So the father did it.
He opened He opened a bank account for him.
Yes.
That had nothing to do with the red envelope money.
Well, let's look what red envelope money even is. A red envelope, red packet, red pocket, lai sei, hong bao, or ang pao is a gift of money given during holidays or for special occasions such as weddings, graduation. So yeah, you're right. Like, he opened up the bank accounts to deposit all of the money that was given to his son as gifts.
Yeah, he made for Christmas or whatever they celebrate. You know, whatever they celebrate his birthday.
Okay, yeah.
And some of it may be from his father, too.
Okay, so he absolutely is a sleazeball then, because, like, I thought he had been, like how you and Mom did when I was a kid. You had saved up a bunch of money for my college fund.
Yeah.
But then it became evident that I was not college material, so then that money was used elsewhere. But I think you guys did at least ask me.
We told you, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you're going to college, so...
Yeah.
Because you even asked, well, do I get that money anyways? No.
Yeah.
It was specifically for college.
True.
If you wanted to go.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah, no, this is absolutely atrocious. And, like, if anybody out there wants to read the rest of this article or anything, please check the description. This and all the other news articles are already down there.
Yeah.
Moving on up, this cliff-hanging cafe may be the world's most dangerous.
Oh, great.
Let's
go get a bite. Could be our last.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It's hard to see.
Well, they have a strap around their belly, but they're sitting on, like, a duvet or something, and it's just on the edge of the cliff. Sipping a cup of coffee while taking in a breathtaking view should be a relaxing experience. But if you have a hard time letting loose at a cliff but you'll have a hard time letting loose at Cliff Coffee, a unique cafe in Fujian, China, located on a sheer cliff face about 60 meters above sea level. It proudly bills itself as the world's most extreme cafe. Well, knowing that it's in China, these anchor holds are going to snap at any moment, so I'm never going to go there. It basically consists of rectangular platforms bolted to the cliff, which act as seating for patrons. To reach the cafe, tourists must first traverse a Via Ferrata trail for about 30 minutes before being rappelled down to the platforms under the supervision of an instructor. Open since 2004, the Cliffside Cafe recently went viral after several clips shot at the breathtaking location started circulating on social media. Let's check this out here. So.
With my fat ass down there, sure.
Oh yeah.
The bolts into the rock aren't meant for a guy your size.
Yeah, no, these are meant for like average Asians, which are like, you know, roughly about half a foot or so shorter, and they weigh a lot less because they don't eat the crap that we do. You know, most.
I think it's really cool if you want to do that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't trust Chinese architecture.
I wouldn't do it.
No. Even if I did like doing that stuff, I just do not. I do not trust it.
First off, you got to go on a 30-minute hike.
Yeah. Well, that's not that bad.
No, then traverse down.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how much climbing you have to do.
Well, no, you rappel down. Then when you're done.
Rappel down, but the 30-minute hike, is it all up or all down? Who knows?
Well, it's probably up because like
it's a pretty high point.
Yeah. Anyway, what else do we got here? The unique ant species that consists only of queens that reproduce without males. What? Workers are an integral part of ant societies, with most colonies unable to survive without them, but researchers recently confirmed that at least one ant species have evolved to not only survive but thrive without any workers or males for that matter. Thermothrax kinomori, a species of ant endemic to Japan, is unlike any ant species we know about. You know what? These have got to be the product of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because this is not natural. It consists only of queens and reproduces asexually, with the queens essentially creating clones of themselves from unfertilized eggs. Scientists have been suspecting that, they've been suspecting that T. kinomori reproduced asexually for decades, but those subspecies were only recently confirmed by a team of Japanese-German researchers who took 43 queen eggs and bred the offspring in laboratory conditions, observing their behavior. I still say maybe this is because of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I'm not really like being funny.
No,
Possibly.
Not, that's a stretch.
Well, I mean, how
possible? I'll give you that. It's possible.
Well, I know sponges reproduce by budding, but like an entire so who does the work? The queens? But like, are all the queens pregnant? Do they all asexually reproduce?
I don't know.
Like, which one is the queen of queens?
That asexually reproduce.
Yeah, but
there are species.
Yeah, but those are not like a communal insect race.
Not like this.
You know, this is very weird. What else do we got here? Man attacked by dogs, unexpectedly saved by exploding phone in his pocket. Wow, I don't know if that's a good luck from two bad lucks or what. So
just one more thing on the ants.
Yeah.
Good luck being in an all-female community. Can't get a word in edge.
Yeah. Yikes. A Brazilian man who was savagely attacked by two large dogs claimed he is only alive thanks to the explosion of his phone in his pocket. Having your phone explode in your pants pocket is almost never a good thing, but in very specific situations, it can literally be a lifesaver. Case in point, a bizarre story from Carnaval in Brazil's Parana state, where a local man named Reinaldo was recently attacked by two dogs on his way to work. A car mechanic by training, Reinaldo was walking to his workplace earlier this month when he was intercepted by two large dogs. Before he can even realize the kind of danger he was in, the man was fending off the vicious canines and fighting for his life. Wow. Quote, one of them went for my throat. I hit it, but then it tried to bite my leg, but it only caught the phone in my pocket. And then the battery exploded. It was dangerous, but it saved me. It was bizarre. This phone was only 20 days old, but it saved my life, end quote.
Wow.
And like that's...
Wow.
I mean, that should tell you like the bite force of these dogs. It bit into. You can actually see. It looks like that's where the tooth mark was.
Yeah, that's where
it bit into and penetrated the battery, which caused a lithium ion. You know, because once that stuff is penetrated, it explodes. You know, so. But if that phone hadn't been there, he would have been killed by dogs. Yeah. People need to realize that dogs are vicious animals. You know, they are not these cute little puppers. You know, no. They are predators, and they will eat the meat off your bones given a chance. This 55-meter steam train is the world's longest chocolate sculpture. That's all chocolate.
Oh, jeez. Are you kidding? Look at the detail in that.
Chocolate train. Andrew Faruga, a Maltese chocolatier with multiple world records under his belt, recently set a new Guinness World Record for the world's longest chocolate sculpture. He and his team of students from Malta's Institute of Tourism Studies created a 55.27-meter-long chocolate train made up of vintage steam engine and 22 chocolate carts weighing around 160 kilograms or 352 pounds each. Wow. So each of these, so that's several thousand pounds of chocolate. That's ridiculous. The world's longest chocolate sculpture was unveiled in Milan ahead of this year's Winter Olympic Games, but Ferrugia and his team had been working on it for months. The planning alone took about a year, but Ferrugia started working on it in October of last year, creating clay models for each train component. And they have a YouTube video, so let's go there really quick.
Yeah, so I was going to say, it'd be nice to see it in construction, you know.
This train got
Probably
a
not in
one-way
construction.
ticket into the Guinness Book of World Records. The world's longest chocolate train was unveiled.
Look at the size of that,
in
though.
Milan,
Like, that is not a small train. That is a large sculpture.
I'll bet you it's accurate to a certain scale.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, look at all the detail
10
they
to
put in
1
there.
or something, 10 times
Oh.
bigger.
Or
I just-
181 feet long.
Look at
And
that.
it weighs 2,300 kilos.
I
or
would
more than
love to
5,000
consume a
pounds.
portion of this.
The train was designed by master pastry chefs
That
in
is
Italy
amazing.
and Malta, who also involved their students.
Well, I'm not going to play the rest of this, so that way people are enticed to go watch that, you know, like look it up themselves.
Yeah, absolutely right.
This one's interesting. Bizarre weight loss trend is people using cling film as mouth condoms for food. So, like, that.
God, that sounds sick. Are you kidding me? So it's something like a piece of plastic in there so it doesn't go down in your stomach?
Or maybe you wrap it so it doesn't digest and you just pass it at the...
Well, we'll have to find out. What does it say?
There is a new viral weight loss hack sweeping Chinese social media, and it's a doozy. Young people are putting plastic wrap over their mouths to prevent any calories from making contact with their bodies. They then pretend to chew the food vigorously through the cling film before taking the food out and throwing it away. What a waste! Dude, why are you wasting?
No taste, nothing. The cellophane's gonna all be in between that.
But I mean, like you're just
stupid.
trying to chew, and then you're throwing it away. You're literally wasting food. Yeah. If you're gonna throw shit away, like.
Well, it's got to be a fad, but that's sick.
But that's
They are
that
that
is
well
such
off
a
in China.
waste.
I didn't
Oh
realize
my
they were that
God.
well off in China.
Wow. I don't even want to read the rest. This is disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting.
Man fired for drinking on the job gets awarded $55,000 compensation in court. I don't like this. This guy's a piece of shit. He's drinking on the job, and then he gets paid for it.
Yet. Hold on.
Drinking on the job is generally frowned upon and considered grounds for dismissal, but a Spanish court ruled that a former electrical installation company worker was entitled to financial compensation despite being caught consuming alcohol during work hours on several occasions doing electrical work. I don't know how this can be justified.
I don't know. Let's see.
According to court documents, the unnamed man began raising suspicions among his superiors with his unusual behavior on the job, and the company eventually hired a private detective to follow him around during work hours. After several days, the private eye submitted a report about the man's drinking habits, which claimed that he was drinking beer in bars and parking lots. One day, he allegedly consumed 3 liters of beer during a lunch break. For the company, drinking on the job was a serious offense, especially since the worker was in charge of driving a company vehicle, and his drinking habit put others' lives at risk. So they decided to fire him. Only instead of accepting his dismissal in light of the evidence against him, the worker sued his employer for wrongful termination. This is turning into a real sleazeball here.
Won. God, no, he should be fired.
Surprisingly, the High Court of Justice
Can't defend him.
America ruled in the workers' favor and considered that the company's sanction had been excessive, therefore declaring the dismissal unfair. Excessive, my ass!
Excessive? He's drinking on the job. Come on.
He's drinking as an electrical technician and driving a vehicle.
Their vehicle, which they're liable for if he crashes it. If he's drunk and he crashes it, they're out to dry. They're going to hang that corporation by their thumbs.
Well, that judge needs to be hung by his thumbs. Or hers, whatever. Anyway, and I heard about this the other day. This is wild. Man allegedly trains a dog to illegally dump trash bags on the side of the road. So, rather than... Yeah, like he trained his dog to... Because, from what I heard, this guy already had, multiple citations. He was in trouble with the local authorities over just dumping on this one street. So eventually he trained this dog to dump for him. To try to evade. Just take it to the fucking dump.
That sounds like more work than just
taking
care of it yourself.
Well, he's just trying to prove a point that he's just going to be an asshole no matter what. So, authorities in Catalonia Catania, Italy, recently shared footage captured by CCTV cameras in the municipality showing a dog carrying what looks like a plastic trash bag in its mouth and dumping them on the side of the road before returning from where it came. Police have since identified the animal and fined its master for using it to dump trash illegally. Quote, inventiveness can never be an alibi for incivility, in quote, Italian authorities wrote in a Facebook post. Quote, again, the environmental unit of Catania's municipal police has released 2 videos recorded by surveillance cameras in which a dog is seen depositing a bag of waste in the street, end quote. Trying to find, well, I guess...
I catanesi siano pieni di fantasia.
Okay, well, that's not going to help us at all. Yeah, this behavior is both cunning and doubly unfair because in addition to littering the city, it attempts to evade the rules by exploiting the unwitting four-legged friend. Respect for urban decorum and the environment is everyone's duty, in quotes, the post added. Yeah, you know, but see, you know, this is what I talk about, like, how bad people are these days. Like, they literally go out of their way and expend energy just to be an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. More from Audio Central. Realtor uses AI to touch up listing photos, accidentally adding demonic flesh monster. So you can't really tell that well,
No,
but like,
I don't get this.
I have, well, no, this is an AI photo,
Okay.
and AI, I've toyed around with it and stuff, and every now and then it does a fuck up, and it just throws in, like,
Something weird.
what it thinks it's throwing in a human. You know, like it's just like, you know, oh, blah, blah. This photo would look nice if a human was, like, you know, standing here. But it's an AI.
Yeah.
You know, so it does weird things.
So what is that in the photo? Does it said yet?
This is, well, that's the addition from the AI. That's the flesh monster.
Okay.
It's trying to artificially generate a person, even though I believe that the real estate agent, you know, using this, probably didn't put this in the prompt, but as I said, the AI sometimes is just like decides something on its own volition.
Glitched in some way.
Yeah.
By our standards.
But yeah, using AI to manipulate photos has unfortunately become the norm in the real estate industry, with realtors using various models to radically transform properties to the point where people just can't trust what a property really looks like. However, in extreme cases, AI can add some truly bizarre hallucinations that not only make zero sense, but can creep out potential buyers. A Washington, D.C. property recently went viral on social media because of a rather unique detail: a horrifying flesh monster seemingly crawling out of the bathroom mirror to grab a flower pot in the sink. Is the kind of thing only a hallucinating AI algorithm could create. But what boggles the mind is how the realtor posted the photo without noticing the nightmarish intruder. Yeah, see, this is the problem with the entire world these days, with everything across the board. But like in
I
this,
just can't see it well enough. Oh well, don't worry about it.
well, let's see if I can bigger this image here for you, as big as I can make it.
Still don't see it. Okay.
Oh well.
So, having read that, now I'm really upset.
Yeah. So
All the housing and stuff I've been looking at, do I know really what I'm looking at in the inside of a house?
there is a high chance it might all be a lie. We
That's
don't
why
know.
I'm now upset.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, we gotta take what we can get, but I mean, everything online is, you know, you take it with a grain of salt, or I guess a pound nowadays. Anyway, moving on over to UPI. New York governor stepped in to save residents' pee before we go license plate.
Pee before we go.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to laugh, you know, because. You know, like, you know, to bed, says sleepyhead, you know, time enough, says slow, you know, don't say anybody's names. We'll eat
How
before
many
we
times
go.
you tell your kids, have you gone to the bathroom before we go?
We'll pee before we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, New York Governor Kathleen Hochul stepped in to help a Long Island grandfather win his battle over a customized license plate reading "Pee before we go." Seth Bofowski shared a photo of a letter he received from the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles in January telling him his "Pee before we go" plate, which he admits stands for "Pee before we go," had been found to be in violation of the department's regulations. Oh, up yours, department. Let the guy have his stupid little dumb license plate. Seriously? You're gonna cause this much of a hullabaloo over a fucking license plate? That's stupid. You know?
Well, they do have to have some discrimination. You can't put FU so-and-so.
Well, I agree, yes, but this is just, you know, it's a stupid,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
got it. That's stupid.
grade
Yes.
school
I agree,
thing.
but it sounds like Holcomb or whatever her name is.
Holcomb?
Whoever Someone stepped in.
Yeah, no, the New York Governor Kathy Hochul. So the governor of the state had to step in over this. This is ridiculous.
Hochul or something like that.
Hochul. I don't.
Hochul. Yeah,
Yeah.
CH is K.
Okay, Hochul.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's watch a little bit of this.
All right, so for years, we have been telling you.
Where is it? Here we go.
Let's take a look here. The plate, P before we go. Pretty obvious with the messages, right? Seth Bykowski of Long Island.
Yeah, let's just continue on. Anyway, world's oldest competitive pool player, still going strong at 98.
Wow, good for him.
Florida woman. Good for
Good
her. Who became the world's oldest competitive pool player at the age of 94, still going strong at 98, and is headed to a tournament in Las Vegas. Wow.
Good for her.
Dang. And she started at 94, or at
Wow.
the age of 94, not in the year 1994. So she started 4 years ago. She became the world's oldest competitive pool player at the age of 94, or maybe
So that's
she
not
already
when she
had.
started.
Yeah.
That's what
Well, hold on a second. Joseph Beach resident Maggie Kennedy was dubbed the world's oldest competitive pool player by Guinness World Records in 2021. Yeah, so she could have been.
I'm sure she's been playing for a lot of years.
Yeah.
She just became competitive when she was 94.
Yeah.
Someone probably says, "You're good enough to compete in tournaments."
Yeah. Well, cool. More, power to you, lady.
A woman is proving that you can just play for fun. She is competitive. In fact, Kennedy is preparing to fly to Las Vegas for the BCA Nationals tournament.
Grandma!
According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Kennedy became the oldest competitive pool player in 2021 when she was 94 years old. Look at her go.
Just keeps on doing it.
I
Looked
love
like she was gonna
playing
scratch
for
there.
fun.
Yeah,
That's
sure
great.
did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty decent.
Anyway, what else do we got here? Virginia horse named the world's oldest at the age of 37. Old horse now. A Virginia woman's pet horse was officially certified as the oldest in the world by Guinness World Records at the age of 37 years and 329 days. Fancy, a horse belonging to Paige Simon Bulmer, was born on April 1st, 1988, and the duo, who share the same birthday, have been together since Bulmer was just 8 years old and Fancy was 12. Wow, so the horse was older than she was.
Yeah.
Oh, so the owner is now at hold on a second. Bulmer submitted evidence of Fancy's age to Guinness World Records, and she took over the title of oldest living horse from Bogstad, a horse who had died at the age of 38 in 2025. Okay, well, if the horse died at 38, then how
That's
is
the other horse? That was the oldest living horse.
Yeah, but this one's not 38 yet.
I know, because the oldest died. That one became the 37-year-old became the oldest.
Oh, the world's oldest living horse.
Living horse, of course.
Okay. Okay, I thought we were talking about the world's oldest horse ever.
Ever, no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Anyway, what else do we got here? Canadian man escapes attacking turkeys by getting in a stranger's car. I'm just gonna play this here. Oops, hold on a second. There we go.
So I see a couple of
Freaking
turkeys.
turkeys,
I didn't think
get
much
away
of
from
that.
him.
I said, "Hey, what's up, turkeys?" Then they started coming at me. I was just minding my business, walking down the sidewalk, walking home from work, just on Prince of Wales. They started approaching me, and I was just like, okay, I don't want none of the, whatever this is, I don't want it.
At one point, you turn around and kick some snow at them.
Yeah, because at this point they were starting to get up, they were giving me the business.
I just happened to look over and see these two turkeys kind of attacking this poor guy, and as far as I know, he didn't really do anything. They just kind of came from the surrounding field.
But then some lady in her car just yelled like, "Hey, come on, hop in!"
And so you didn't hesitate.
They're
jumping
pecking the door,
No, I
dude.
was
They
just
want
like,
him.
you know what? She's some random lady in the car.
That's
I
why.
was
Why did they just?
Isn't that weird?
They woke up and chose violence. Why? It's weird. And
I
last,
turn around and start attacking them.
Yeah,
Start
well,
kicking like crazy.
well, they have those very long necks, and woo, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
but
if
then
you
I
can grab them before they peck you.
So they peck me, and I just grab them by the beak. What are they gonna do? They might be able to remove a couple chunks from me, but I can do a lot more to them. People, are just way too. There's the amount of people who lose to goose attacks. It's like, dude, just grab it by the neck. Defend yourself.
Faster than you are is the problem.
Doesn't
Probably
until people start standing up. These animals are now emboldened. They have no fear of humanity,
Yeah.
and between us acting in the position that we should be acting, because we are like a more developed species and everything. So we're not a violent species, but like stand your ground. Don't sit there and wimp out, because you're teaching these animals it's okay to attack us.
Yeah.
And one of these days it might attack a child. And anyway, last but not least here, viral video of baby monkey causes stuffed orangutan to sell out.
What out?
A stuffed orangutan, stuffed animal.
Oh.
Depicting an orangutan.
Okay.
A viral video of a bullied baby monkey clinging to a stuffed orangutan at a Japanese zoo led to the IKEA toy selling out online, and some fetching big bucks on eBay. Of course, people have to scalp this crap. But I see articles like this, and I just think of oh, monkey see, monkey do. Like how easy people are to
almost
manipulate.
Twice his size and always close by. A stuffed orangutan has become Baby Punch's constant companion.
But because of this, everybody's like, oh, blah, 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 poor monkey. And then they go and they buy this toy, thinking somehow that links them to this situation or
Zoo
something.
staff believe his young mother may
It's some
have
form of
left it due to
psychosis.
stress caused by a heat wave.
ニホンザルの赤ちゃんは生まれてからすぐにお母さんの体にしがみついて
Baby macaques immediately cling up.
He even inspired IKEA ads. Now visitors come to see Punch finding his feet.
So people are going out and just popping $20 because of this video. That's, I mean, whatever floats your boat, but seriously, that's a little ridiculous. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Please check the underbar of the description below for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. And yes, all the articles that we've covered, are down there. Do we have any comments? Nothing on YouTube. Where's there we go. There's Rumble. Nothing on Rumble. Anyway, where'd the script go? We do have other shows. We have a history show coming up in about an hour and a half or so from now. And tomorrow is IOYO, the 1st of March.
I'm okay, you're okay.
Yeah, which we might be doing more than once a month from now on, actually. We'll see. As I said, we might be. So we still got to talk about that. But, yeah. Anyway, until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, for all of you and all of us, I'm AO Xander.
Golden Loon.
And you. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! And yeah.